I want to go across to Sanju Verma of the BJP. She's looking to this analysis, and there is, Sanju, and you understand data, a lot of uncertainty about Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde and how much of the party's vote. They brought the leaders with them, but how much of the vote share have they carried with them? What are your internal assessments telling you, Sanju?
You know, Rahul, you can torture data to arrive at a preconceived conclusion. Be that as it may, and since I do a lot of data crunching myself, I have this to say, and I've been, a Mumbaiker for the longest time that I can recall. There are very, few pertinent points which need to be taken cognizance of. First and foremost, Sharad Pawar's, NCP lost national party status in April 2023. The original Sharad Pawar today stands far more debilitated than he has ever been. And don't forget that 73% of Sharad Pawar's 54 MLAs have either openly expressed dissent or crossed over to the Ajit Pawar faction. 73% again of Uddhav Thackeray's 56 MLAs a couple of months back have openly expressed dissent or have willy-nilly crossed over to the BJP. The limited point is this, that Uddhav Thackeray, his version of the Shiv Sena, has never crossed more than 16 or 17% in terms of vote share in assembly elections. True, he did get a 24% vote share in Lok Sabha 2019, but that was on the Modi factor. For instance, I remember nobody had heard of Arvind Sawant even in Lok Sabha 2014. He won in 2014 and 2019 from South Mumbai, and I am from South Mumbai, the Malabar Hill constituency where I reside. Nobody had heard कि अरविंद सावंत है कौन? अच्छा भाई कमल पर छाप लगाना है, मोदी जी को वोट देना है. We don't care who Arvind Sawant is. Now, unfortunately, Arvind Sawant has not even delivered. So it's a double whammy.
So are you saying is that a subtle way of pitching that makes Sanju Verma the candidate don't really need an Arvind Sawant? Sanju Verma bhi jeet jayegi kamal ki chhap pe. Is that the underlying message there, Sanju?
No, I'm not interested in contesting the Lok Sabha elections at this stage. But be that as it may, you guys always have to throw a googly at me. I don't know why. But anyway, that was a tad unexpected. But, the moot point is this, which I think Rajdeep should have said, and which I'm sure your colleague Sahil Joshi will understand. The nuances in Maharashtra are very important. We today have the Bahubali from the Nanded region, Ashok Chavan with us. We today have the Bahubali from the Konkan region, Narayan Rane with us, who joined us more than 2 to 3 years back. Then, from the, Bid region, we have Dhananjay Munde, who was earlier with Sharad Pawar and has now crossed over to the BJP Eknath Shinde faction. Then, don't forget that Sanjay Bhansore, when he decided to leave Sharad Pawar, that was a big body blow to Sharad Pawar because Sanjay Bhansore is the Bahubali from the Latur region.
Okay.
And he's also now with the BJP.
So
last but not the least.
Yes.
Last but not the least, you have Aditi Tatkare and Sunil Tatkare, the Bahubalis of Raigad region, also with the BJP. So BJP ke
Okay.
paas
Let
Raigad
Mahesh
hai,
Chavan of
Nanded
the
ke Bahubali
NCP
hai.
Sharad Pawar faction respond to this. Sanju Verma makes an important point that these aren't really parties organized like the BJP. These are parties that are largely driven by local satraps. The moment the local satrap leaves, the party structure in that seat weakens significantly, which is what the NDA is banking on. That they've got these bigwigs and they think that the bigwigs can move the votes with them. And that could be to your disadvantage on polling day.
Rahulji, good evening. Same thing was said last elections as well. In 2019, if you can recollect, people were saying that NCP will not get more than 10 to 15 seats. And all the satraps and everybody that time also was living the same way they are living
No, but
today.
Ajit Pawar was with you at that time. That's a big change, sir.
Yes, definitely that's a big change. But if you see the vote share and its popularity in Maharashtra, in terms of the vote share, it is not more than 2 to 4%. This is my own assessment. Whatever BJP has to say or Ajit Pawar faction has to say about it. This is one thing. Secondly, see, who orchestrated the split in the parties? It was BJP. BJP leaders have themselves admitted to the fact that they did it. Like if you remember the statement of Devendra Fadnavis, he used to say that I used to, change the dress and, at night we used to have the meetings with Eknath Shinde and all that stuff. So it would not be fair to say that these MLAs defected because they were unhappy with the leadership of NCP or Shiv Sena. So this is one thing. Secondly, people of Maharashtra look at it as a betrayal. And people of Maharashtra, if you look at the history, they don't like the betrayers or betrayal. This is one thing. There are multiple things which we are looking at. And the last thing, what I would like to mention here is we are not worried about future course because see, it's the BJP who's worried. That is why they are orchestrating all the splits. Why they want the parties to be split.
Anand Dubey, the fact is that the fact is that Uddhav Thackeray couldn't keep his party together. What then makes you confident that he'll be able to keep his voters together? Eknath Shinde was far more active in meeting local leaders, local karyakartas than the Thackerays ever were, and he might think that he's got not just the big leaders but also the voters.
Rahul ji, namaste. We don't want Bahubali leaders. We have a good, popular and honest leaders. मैं आपको समझाता हूं राहुल जी एक सेकंड में कि ये जो आपने अभी आंकड़ा दिखाया कि 2019 में 28% वोट भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने पाया, 24% शिवसेना ने पाया और 16 पर कांग्रेस और राष्ट्रवादी है। 2024 में जब हम बैठे हैं तो यदि हम मान लेते हैं कि 28% बीजेपी बनी हुई है, कोई बात नहीं, उनका अधिकार है, उन्होंने काम किया होगा। जो 24%, 24% शिवसेना का, उसमें से चलिए एकनाथ शिंदे उनकी टीम चली गई, 2% उनको भी दिया, 22 पे आज भी हम कायम है। 16% कांग्रेस में कोई फूट नहीं, कोई स्प्लिट नहीं हुई, 16% उनका पकड़ लेते हैं। राष्ट्रवादी कांग्रेस पार्टी में स्प्लिट हुई, टूट हुई, 2% वहां से भी लोग निकले हैं, सिर्फ नेता गए हैं, वोटर नहीं गए। अगर आप इन तीनों का
नहीं, पर आपको ये पता नहीं है ना कि वोटर गए कि नेता गए, वो तो 4 जून को ही पता चलेगा सर।
नहीं, बिल्कुल पता, यही तो बात है, हमें नहीं पता होगा। हम अपनी पार्टी के कार्यकर्ता हैं, हम अपनी पार्टी के नेता हैं, तो किसे पता होगा? जनता हमारे साथ है। अगर तीनों पार्टी का हम गणित बैठाएं
नहीं, पर दूसरी साइड पे मोदी जी भी हैं। ऑल ऑफ दिस इज at one level important, but the other side also has the face and the visage of Prime Minister Modi, who's a big factor in a Lok Sabha context.
Rahul bhai, Modi is very popular leader, no problem. मोदी जी पूरे भारत में पॉपुलर होंगे। महाराष्ट्र में जिस प्रकार की गंदी राजनीति की शुरुआत उन्होंने करवाई है, उससे महाराष्ट्र की जनता खुश नहीं। पूरे भारत में
objection to this language. What do you mean?
Which language? Which language?